Recording and replay buffer. Okay.
Come closer, don't be shy. Quality goods here.
Okay, I'm hoping this would like fix the lag.
When were you going? Sakra.
Ooh, I got a new follower.
Ugh, that bloke reeks like a carcass.
Why do you stink?
Beautiful clock. But why isn't it working?
Crackling flatbread. Twice greased fresh flatbread.
Husband, Barchet,
Sabler.
the strongest Barchet from Cashel.
The best bread on the market. Come and take
Look
a look.
out.
Pears. Delicious pears. Juicy pears.
What would you like?
Show me.
Hi, it's my first time watching. It's very amazing. I would like to play with you. Hit me up. Sure. Sure thing.
Quality
Nothing
goods.
to
Oh, fuck. Oopsie. I don't want to give this away. I'll keep it.
Thank you, sir.
What do you have? Word about the price.
Well,
Do we have a deal?
we're nearly there, just... Finally, a reasonable sum. You found what you were looking for, sir.
What can I say? Prague is a whole different world compared to this.
Good. The finest wares.
What did I do to you?
Quality goods here.
Can you keep up? Baby,
Mind where you're going.
This place seems familiar.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
I won't tell you anything, stranger. If there's something you want to know, Shenyek will tell you. Or not.
Could you tell me more about this Chenyek?
Look, when somebody wants something here, they go and see Shenyek. I reckon that's all I have to say.
And where can I find this Chenyek?
He'll be here somewhere. He usually sits next to Hugo, our oldest regular.
Right. I'm gonna see if I can find that Chenyek.
Hmm.
Better already.
God be with you. I wouldn't turn up my nose at it. It's like
Careful.
get hungry.
We
You're
have an
always
excellent
welcome here.
chicken in wine sauce. They'll have to face God.
One beer after another.
Chicken and wine sauce.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Aye. But I reckon I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
Because I don't know you. Although the way you're kitted out, you seem like you might fit in here.
I'll fit right in here. After all, I'm in the trade.
Funny, I ain't seen your mug before, though.
No, I ain't from this neck of the woods. I do business mostly out of Colleen, only the catchpoles there are on my heels. I done in this fucker what owed me a pile of glint, only the bugger turns out to be the son of a councillor, so I needs to lay low for a bit, see? A mate of mine sent me to see Goatskin. Says he owes him from way back and he'd get me fixed up like...
One of ours from Colleen. Well, that's another story. Our doors is always open to you fellas. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for Goatskin. I hear he used to come here.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here.
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No. But there were some Jews among them, and that's pretty odd. Seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such a beating? Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knobben. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him about where he got the coin, he said he was spying for some lord.
And does this lord have a name?
He didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn about spying anyway. We reckoned he made a score and just wanted to look like a big man.
What happened to Goatskin? Does anyone know where he is now?
No word. But I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he stuck his nose in a wasp's nest, and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. He don't stray far when he's on the job. Usually between Hradek and the horse market. He goes after drunks. So I try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only fella who likes to relieve drunks of their purses.
God's truth. But you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked in the head by a goat as a nipper. He's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of marbles.
He's got a dent in his forehead.
Why didn't you defend Goatskin? Isn't he one of you?
He is and he ain't. I'm no saint, but that Goatskin stepped in some nasty shit and then walked it in our door and all. I ain't saying we don't look out for each other, but there's limits, innit?
I'm sure you know the town better than me. What drinking dens are there on Goatskin's patch?
Between the horse market and Hradek, there's the Black Horse, a miner's tavern. Wayman the taverner used to be a miner. And then there's the big bathhouse. It belongs to some bloke called Adam. He tarted the place up big.
Any others?
None I know.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
I wish you luck then. He ain't the brightest, but he's got a real talent for saving his own skin. Once you're done with him, come by and see us. Seems after all you're a pretty handy bloke. We could use the likes of you.
If you've got some job for me, you can tell me straight up. So what kind of work do you have for me?
A job worthy of your skills. But first, just a little test to see that you're not as dim-witted as that arsehole Goatskin. What is Wycliffe's first thesis?
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven, said our Lord, meaning a return to simplicity.
Wrong. Second question. Which estate has the greatest reformatory potential?
The church.
I asked who should start the reform, not who should be reformed. A reformation is the last thing the church would want. The answer is the common people.
I knew right away that the people who meet here in the hole are a different bunch.
You thought we were just paupers who couldn't count to 5, didn't you? But now let's see who's the pauper. Last question. Who is the rightful king of Bohemia?
Wenceslas. There's no doubt about it.
Indeed. All right. Now let's talk about the job. Maybe this will disappoint you a little, but it concerns Wenceslas's brother. It's he who will secure your place in our humble company.
Are you not mixed up with the millers in any way, or what?
The millers are just village vagrants. They care little for the future of the kingdom. They care only about the future of their shady deals. We call ourselves the Guild. We profess the ideals of equality and brotherhood. Our only law is the Holy Bible. Worldly justice is as fickle as a common whore, yielding to those who are in power.
Justice for me or the gallows. Aren't you afraid to end up there?
Friend, one must be willing to suffer for the truth. Sigismund is a usurper. And the church and the magistrates are but a lowly horse spreading her legs for Sigismund. As long as we go against Sigismund and honor the scripture, our souls remain pure.
What if I go and tell the bailiff you're calling him a whore? Just out of courtesy, you know?
Go ahead. Perhaps you are one of the lucky ones who are not harmed by Sigismund's presence in Bohemia. Maybe you don't mind selling a piece of your conscience by ratting us out. As for me, I will go to the town hall with my head held high. But you?
Yeah, don't worry. I was just teasing you. I think the same of Sigismund. Tell me about your operation here.
We are who we are, and we do what we do. Like the early church of Jesus' apostles, in unity and fidelity to his words. I'm in charge. I plan all our missions. Goliath is the muscle. Knuckles, well, he mostly complains. But he also knows his way around locks. But we're all equal. We share the profits equally, but we don't do it for the wealth. We want to drive Sigismund out of this town.
How can I join you?
You want to join us already? I don't have to talk you into it. That's great. We're not particular about formalities. Let's just have a beer, and then you're one of us.
Here's to the Guild.
To the Guild! That reminds me. I'd like to throw a feast for the poor. The bigger the better.
Didn't you say you were just ordinary people with no money?
We are. And this is where Sigismund comes in. Because he's going to pay for the feast out of his own pocket.
That was a good one. How are you going to make that happen?
Me? No. You'll make it all happen. Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley near Pach and built his personal warehouse on it, right under our noses as a provocation. There he stores fancy foods and gifts for his commanders, and for that red-bearded gob of his. Sausages, smoked meats, foreign spices, and more. Fancy delicacies from Italy, Hungary, Slavonia, and all the other shitholes where he owns land. While we're eating porridge and cabbage all the time. You will steal all the food you can carry from that warehouse. And as a nice token, you will leave there... Let's see... What would you leave there?
That cabbage you said you were eating all the time?
Brilliant! Get at least one head from the greengrocer and leave it there for Sigismund. Let him eat for once what we have in our bowls almost every day. But I'm warning you right now, no violence. Don't even think about slitting anyone's throat in that warehouse. The job isn't to punish some poor sod on guard duty. Is that clear?
Got it. What should I do with the stolen food?
You'll give it to the beggars. Let them feast like kings for once. It's not hard to find poor people in the town. There are also tents full of them in Minor Street, Church Street or Cobbler Street. When you're done, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Sigismund will be fucking livid he can't enjoy his fine sausages. Can I expect any help from you?
If you need some tools, stop by Knuckles. That's all I can help you with.
All right.
Good luck.
What did I do to you?
Good day to you.
What's new in the city?
Oh, there was this bloke here in fancy clothes. His name was Johann Parler. He said he was looking for a blacksmith who'll take on any job. Why don't you go and see him? I think he said he lived in the inn, in the merchant's quarter. And if you've got the stomach for it, you could go and see our executioner, Heinz. He said he was looking for a blacksmith. But what decent person would go near him?
And where can I find him?
His house is beyond the town, on the road to Sedlets. And that
doesn't... Is it true?
No, but what we do here, teeth fly in all...
That sounds like something for me.
As you wish, but if Damian, Zavish or Goliath slice you into schnitzel, don't come crying to me.
You can't scare me. I'm in.
Have it your way. I warned you.
Here.
Well, let's... A fight with Damian is first up for you. Zavish is up second. When he's sober, he's not worth a damn.
And can't you get those drinks into...
I could, but Zavish has... But I won't let him fight if he's sober. The last one is Goliath.
Maybe I'll be the first.
I know Goliath, and I... Well, and that's that. We hold the fights in the building next... And one more thing. No...
Wonderful.
Well, what should I do first?
You're new here, aren't you? Has Chenyek talked the head off you already?
We spoke.
I'll give you some good advice to start with. Don't listen to his bollocks about a fairer society and the honourable struggle for a better tomorrow. It's just bullshit to mess with newcomers like you. By the way, they call me Knuckles.
It sounded pretty convincing to me.
Aye. Chenyek can sweet-talk people like no other. I mean, Chenyek talks about sharing stuff fairly and how we don't do it for the money. But you know what? It's horseshit. It's every man for himself down here, even if they say otherwise. And Chenyek just gives it such a nice polish.
Are you saying he lied to me?
More like, he didn't tell you the whole truth. I heard from friends that Sigismund has a bottle of very fine wine somewhere in his warehouse. The kind of wine that you don't often see in these parts. I have a buyer for it. So if you bring it to me, I'll give you half the coin he's paying for it.
That sounds reasonable.
I knew we'd get along. The wine is in a warehouse somewhere. If you find it and bring it to me, so think about it. The buyer I got is particularly interested in this bottle.
I'll look for it. Chenyek said you could give me some gear, too.
All that talk about equality, brotherhood. But when it comes to lockpicks, I'm supposed to give you stuff from my own stash. Here's something you might find useful.
Thank you.
Thanks. How do I get out of here? Let's do B first.
Easy, good horse.
Good old Kevin.
Hey! Your horse nearly trampled me! Greetings, new friend.
How come you weren't in church on Sunday?
Look out!
Is this an inn?
Greetings, sir.
Greetings! Guten Tag. Look out! Grüß Gott. Servus, Freund.
That's good.
What is it you need?
At your service, sir.
Who was talking to me?
fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
You might have. Oh.
Look what I have for you. At your service, sir.
At your service. Let's go in here.
What did I do to you? Broadway.
Well, good day.
I'll be with you, neighbor.
Greetings.
What can I do for you?
What's new in town?
Nothing much. If you're looking for a paying job, you'll have to look elsewhere.
I'm looking for someone called Goatskin. I hear he hangs around here.
Goatskin? That mangy piece of shit. He turns up on the street now and then, but he never shows his face in my alehouse. No Germans come here.
Goatskin's German? I didn't know that.
Goatskin's above all a slippery bastard who can't be trusted. I've no idea what language he speaks. What I do know is he likes robbing Deutscher merchants, and they don't come in here.
It sounds like you're not too fond of Germans.
It's the local yakkers who can't stand them. I've got nothing against them fuckers myself. If you've got glint, come in and make yourself at home. If you ain't, then fuck off.
Any idea where I might find Goatskin, then?
You could try asking in the bathhouse, behind the yards in Hradec Quarter. They get a lot of well-heeled Deutschers in there. And some young wench there's been seeing Goatskin for a while now.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
Have something at least, since I gave you the goods on everything. I helped you out, didn't I?
I'll have a look at...
Fine.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
Praise the Lord.
Ah, good day.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Good day. What would you like?
I'm looking for this vagabond. Goes by the name of Goatskin.
I don't know him, but this is a miner's tavern. Or Wayman the innkeeper might... Well, good sir.
Hey, dearie. Come and have a sip with me.
God be with you, sir.
Have you got anything good to drink here?
Of course I do, handsome. Would you like some? And then maybe we can have a bit of fun. How about it?
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Here you go. Cheers.
Am I gonna pass out?
Some strong stuff. Whoa. What is it?
It'll make you feel real good. But now I'm interested in something else, handsome. How'd you like to have a little fun?
Why not? While I'm here? Only my throat is still burning like hell.
Look, this has got to stop. What have I done now? The guests aren't happy with you.
Visible or
They
something.
say you're too bashful. I'm not some piece of meat that anyone can grab whenever they want.
Innkeeper,
You're working in my bathhouse. You are a piece of meat. That's what I pay you for, lass. But some of them are disgusting and stink. But money doesn't stink. And happy punters mean more money. But if you don't like it, you can go back to the ditch I found you in.
Oh my god. Poor girl. Meet Mary.
Do you get a lot of German merchants here?
We used to, from all over the place, but mainly Lausitz. But there aren't so many these days, unfortunately.
Why unfortunately? Aren't the locals good enough for you?
Of course they are. But they've got less coin, and they live here. Wayfarers always spend more than locals. But there's one who hasn't stopped coming. Udo, he's called. But that's all I can tell you about him. He ain't interested in our services.
He just drinks here.
Drinks and plays dice. Almost every evening.
Thanks.
You're welcome. But stick around and spend some coin, so I ain't telling you this for nothing. Take care now.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. You haven't heard of him by any chance?
There's plenty of fellas come to me looking to see some skin. But you're the first who wants goat skin. I've heard the name, though.
Don't try that on me. I heard one of the girls is his sweetheart. I'm sure you talk about that kind of stuff. Who is it?
Maybe we do. But I ain't telling no stranger. Whores have principles too.
Maybe some groschen might loosen your principles a bit?
It's hard to say no to coin. But it won't come cheap.
350.
That much?
How many times have I...
I'll be off then.
Don't forget to see Beata. Oh well, sir.
We can get it all for $50. No chance. Anka from France.
Are you blind?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. I heard he sometimes comes here.
Aye, he turns up now and again. The louse. The bastard's ruining my business. 2 of my customers refused to come here again after he robbed them one night.
That's not very nice. And you wouldn't have some idea where I might find Goatskin, would you? I reckon it'd suit you if he packed it in.
You bet it would. But if I knew where to find him, I'd wring his neck myself. That bitch Mary's bound to know, though. She denies it, but we all know she's walking out with him.
I thought you bathhouse girls stuck together. What have you got against Mary?
There's a limit to everything. As soon as you mess with someone's livelihood, you ain't no sister to anyone. She can marry that cripple for all I care, but when he robs our guests and ruins our reputation, she should grab him by the balls herself and... oh, never mind.
Is that all you know about Goatskin?
Ain't that enough for you? I'm not here to know stuff, in case you hadn't realised.
Thanks then. I'll be off.
If you find him, give him a slap from me. With you, sir. I haven't seen you here before.
It's my
Mind where you're
first
going.
time. That's why.
And how do you like it here?
It's a nice place.
I'm glad to hear it. The water's not too cold, is it?
No, it's just right.
Don't you want something to drink?
No, thanks.
You do have money, don't you?
Yes, don't worry.
At least that.
I'm looking for Goatskin. Do you know him?
Nay, you're a good-looking fella. What would I want with some goat skin when I've got a handsome young buck right here in front of me? I couldn't care less about your goat skin.
But I do. And the girls here tell me you know him quite well.
So, you're not here to have a good time. Shame. I know goat skin, but don't expect me to tell you anything. He's lying low, and for good reason. You ain't the first to come looking for him.
You say people have been coming asking questions about him?
Aye, like you.
And apart from me?
I dunno. There was a miller from Drechlitz, and some Jews. That was pretty odd. They usually avoid brothels like the devil avoids, well, crosses or whatever, you know?
Aye. It does sound peculiar. Why is he hiding? Who from?
How should I know? He's never far from trouble. Goes with his trade, doesn't it?
Where's he hiding?
I don't know. And even if I did, I don't see why I should tell you. That's why he's hiding. So strangers like you don't find him.
Come on now. Do I really look like someone who'd want to hurt him?
Look, it's not for me to judge what you look like. But since you're asking, I have to say I don't have a good feeling about you. A handsome mug, but that's about it. Now excuse me. I need to stop by the seamstress. And you are in my way.
God be with you.
With you. Are you following me? Get out of here.
No.
God bless you.
Greetings.
What was that? Let's go back to the bathhouse.
God be with you, sir.
I'm looking for a
Don't think so.
some vague. I hear he has a sweet.
Aye. And she told me to keep...
So you won't say who she is? Right. Look, I'm not looking for him for the hell of it. I have certain intentions.
I didn't think you just wanted a chat with him.
And you ought to know I'm acting on behalf of some rich and powerful men. Given your position, you'd be better off being on good terms with me and my masters than with a grubby thief.
And do these masters of yours have names?
Now it's my turn to play dumb.
I didn't expect you to tell me, truth be told. All right then, what do you want to know?
Where's Goatskin?
I can't tell you that because I don't know. But Mary will know. She's the one hanging round with him.
Another bathmaid?
Uh-huh.
Do you get a lot of German merchants here?
We used to. From all that, unfortunately.
Why
Of course, but there's one Udo he's called.
He just drinks?
Drinks and play.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
God be with you. What would you like?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. You haven't heard of him by any chance?
Everyone knows him. He's got a bit of a reputation. And not a good one.
Any idea where I might find him?
No chance. I keep my distance from the likes of Goatskin. Maybe someone at the Black Horse knows him? The miners there sometimes keep company with vagabonds like him.
Thanks.
Take care, sir. Don't shove!
As a lad, a real fucker. How so? You're my mate, but you used to be a real fucker. A fucker.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Are you blind?
Are you Mary?
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
Have you got anything good to drink here?
Of course I do, handsome. Would you like some? And then maybe we can have a bit of fun. How about it?
No thanks.
Suit yourself, handsome. Your loss. So, handsome, have you changed your mind?
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Here you go.
That's some strong stuff. Whoa. What is it?
It'll make you feel real good. But now I'm interested in something else, handsome. How would you like to have a little fun?
Why not? While I'm here? Only my throat is still burning like hell.
Are you blind?
I'm looking for Goatskin. Do you know him?
Nah, you're a good-looking fella. What would I want with some goat skin when I've got a handsome young buck right here in front of me? I couldn't care less about your goat skin.
But I do. And the girls here tell me you know him quite well.
So, you're not here to have a good time. Shame. I know goat skin, but don't expect me to tell you anything. He's lying low, and for good reason. You ain't the first to come looking for him.
Why is he hiding? Who from?
How should I know? He's never far from trouble. Goes with his trade, doesn't it?
Where is he hiding?
I don't know. And even if I did, I don't see why I should tell you. That's why he's hiding. So strangers like you don't find him.
Let's look at this.
Look, I'll find him either way. I found slippier bastards than that goatskin of yours. And if I'm in a good mood when I find him, I might not even hurt him. But if you keep making it difficult for me, I'm going to lose my patience. And then it's going to get nasty for both you and Goatskin. So what'll it be?
Jesus. What did that fella get me mixed up in this time? Calm down, dearie. You don't have to start throwing threats around.
Do you find me threatening?
Quite a bit. And I've seen a thing or two in this job.
I'll take that as a compliment. Come on then, spill it. Where's Goatskin?
There's a yard behind the bathhouse leading to a side alley. Right next to it is the Black Horse Tavern. And at the opposite end, you'll see a barn behind a wall. There's a funny little window at the top. That's where.
I'll look for it.
Please don't hurt him, though. He's not bad, just a bit peculiar.
We'll see.
Farewell, you yokel.
Farewell, you yokel.
Good.
Careful!
Where is that
Look,
German guy?
this has got to stop. What have I done now? The guests aren't happy with you. They say you're too bashful. I'm not some piece of meat that anyone can grab whenever they want. As long as you're working in my bathhouse, you are a piece of meat. That's what I pay you for, lass. But some of them are disgusting and stink. But money doesn't stink. And happy punters mean more money. But if you don't like it, you can go back to the ditch I found you in.
She's mad. Hello.
What can I do for you?
Single brochure until I see cut stones, lime, scaffolding, and 20...
Levitating, right?
mad at you. Wingardium Leviosa. Oh, this is the Udo guy.
Grüß Gott. Was brauchst
Greetings.
What? Wer bist du?
I'm Heinrich von Skalitz.
I'm Udo from Taubisch. Nein, Tauberhofs, Heim. Scheiße. Aus Tauberbischofsheim.
Aha. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Herr Udo.
Würfel? Dice. You want to play?
What are you doing in Kuttenberg?
Earning Geld. Everyone here wants my Holz.
Hulls?
Holz.
You bring wood here?
Yeah. But not just any wood. Rare. Exotic. For decoration. Decoration.
Decoration.
I didn't expect to meet a German who sells wood.
There. You see?
Okay, let's play dice.
Let's play some dice.
Ja. Sehr gut. Entschuldigung. Ein Bier bitte.
The customers have been singing your praises recently.
I do the best I can.
I'm glad to hear it.
Well, when I wash their hair, I give them a head and
Fortuna.
neck massage as
Möge
well.
der beste Mann gewinnen.
And I give their backs a proper kneading.
Hallo, Schenkwirt.
girls
Ich hab
do
Hunger.
There must be something else.
And I only wear a light blouse when I'm working. It always seems to get wet when I'm washing them, and then it's like I've got nothing on at all. And then I look all downcast and say I'm going to get into trouble for being all wet.
I knew it would be something like that.
Let it be.
Davon hätte ich gern noch
I
mehr.
want to play
Bitte.
too, you know.
Did you hear who died?
Here.
I thought it was old Bart, but then I heard him coughing his lungs up in the yard again today.
Not a chance. That old coot will outlive us all.
Like this.
No, Jan. Beanpole.
Him? He was fit as a fiddle. What happened?
They say he
Schön.
went to bed healthy, but never woke up. It's a
Passt
mystery.
schon.
God, that's terrible.
His mother said he'd been complaining he couldn't feel his left arm,
Diese.
and that he was seeing things.
And he was dead in the morning. Poor thing.
Aye. He had his whole life in front of him, and next thing you know, he's being buried.
Poor guy. Oh my god, he's gonna win.
Gott.
He's gonna win.
Your turn.
Greetings.
If I was you, I'd take it.
Aha. I think I win.
Mein Gott, warum?
Verdammt nochmal. So, shall we play? Pa.
What time is it anyway?
Drinken. I want to drink.
Can I have a drink, love? Oh, we don't even have any beer. Can I have a drink?
I'll have a look.
Happy to be of service.
I love Gutenberg.
Listen, let's play some dice.
Ja. Freund.
Even numbers.
Let's play. Mal sehen, wer heute Abend Glück hat.
Yes, darling. What's the matter? What's the matter? How are your knees? Feeling better?
Oh, yes. That ointment of yours is a gift from heaven. Now they only ache when there's a storm coming.
Come on. That's handy, isn't it? At least you know when to round up the cattle and gather in the hay.
Aye. When I'm old and infirm, folks will come to me for the weather forecast.
I heard about this fella who always got heartburn just before it snowed.
My little doggy.
All we need is a bloke who can't get it up when it's going to be sunny, and we'll be the three wise men.
3 cripples, more like.
Like this.
God be with you. So, I went to see my brother.
Verdammt!
To talk about the inheritance.
But your father's still alive, isn't he?
Aye, but he drools all over himself. And he gets this feeling that his time's nearly up.
Does he get it often?
Nearly all the time. And he's always threatening to leave everything to the church if I don't go and see him.
Aye. Once old folks start getting soft in the head, it's bad news.
Exactly. Let me tell you, I'd rather die poor but young than to go through that.
Yeah, well, I'll be going now. Farewell.
Greetings.
God be with you.
Schön. Hier. Was ist los? Oh, it's all yours.
I could really win this.
May God give you health, sir.
I win. Oh,
Look,
oopsie. Oh
this has got
no!
to stop.
Oh no!
The guests aren't happy with
Why did I
you.
roll?
They say you're too bashful. I'm not some piece of meat that anyone can grab whenever they want. As long as
Nein,
you're working
gar
in my
nichts.
back house, you
I'm
are a
done.
piece of meat. That's what I pay you for, lass. But some of them are disgusting and stink. But money doesn't stink. And happy punters mean more money. But if you don't like it, you can go back to the ditch I found you in.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
For Christ's sake, how is that impossible?
Okay, I need to lock in. So. One. Yes.
Scheiß drauf.
Verdammt nochmal. So.
Why not?
Ah.
Ich hoffe, das Glück steht mir bei. Show me what you've got, lad.
One.
Mein Gott. Your turn.
Oh, I wish it was a 3. One.
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
Why do I keep coming back? Consider you.
I'll have a beer.
Like this. Oh, Scheiße.
Ooh, I'm gonna win again.
Das ist nicht möglich.
Scheiße. You took my last groschen. Oh, well. I will have to go nach Hause.
A game is a game.
Ja, ja. Gute Nacht.
Good evening to you. No shenanigans tonight. Got it?
God be with you. How's the watch going?
No shenanigans tonight.
Fucking job.
Cause I'm not able to convince myself. Yes.
My respects. You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
Pebbles.
You shouldn't be walking around in the dark. God bless.
Good day.
Good eye.
May God give you health, sir.
Whoa, did you see that huge monster? Impressive but terrifying.
Oh my god.
What's your strategy to take it down?
I regret downloading this AI assistant thing because it's just talking a bunch of shiza. I need to delete it. Hello. Okay.
What are you doing, creeping about in the dark, eh?
Okay. Come on now.
What are you doing creeping about in the dark, eh? You should have a light.
Please stop. Thank you.
At your service.
Where's everyone going?
What are you doing, creeping about in the dark, eh?
A few hours later. Oh, I think he's moving.
What did I do to you?
Anyway.
Give it to me. It's mine. It's yours. My ass.
This looks like the barn Mary was talking about. But how to get in there?
Got a door.
So tell me, how old is he?
There's no door. How do you actually get in here?
What are you doing lurking around without a light? Get a torch, or I'll put you in the...
Shut up.
You haven't got a place to sleep?
How do you get in the barn? Something I heard before. There's no door though. How do you get in?
Night shift again. Was the night watchman rung already? Well, don't be out late.
Greetings, Master Guard.
So you can't get into this door. Can't get into this door. Get. Can you get through this door? Nope. How do you get? Oh, a ladder. Chaos is a ladder. Okay.
Looks like Goatskin isn't here. I suppose I could wait for him to turn up.
Turned up for what?
Life in the saddle. He's here.
Hello?
Hey, are you Goatskin by any chance?
Yeah, that's me, What do you want?
I have a couple of questions for you.
Look, I didn't. I never told nobody. Nobody. I swear. I'll even swear to Samuel and his God if he wants.
Who the hell is Samuel?
You weren't sent by Sam.
I wouldn't be asking you if I was, would I?
You know, like, I promise not to talk about it no more. They'll kill me otherwise.
I know somewhere you can hole up. Help me, and I'll pay you back.
Well, I'd like to know what place you have in mind, innit?
Do you know the Devil's Den?
But it's a shithole. They ain't too fond of me neither. And the feeling's mutual, like, to tell the truth.
That can be sorted out.
No, it can't. You don't even know what I got up to there. And besides, what then? Devil's the Den ain't far away enough. I still need some coins so I can take off before something happens to me.
I get that, but do you think they'll just forget about it? How long do you intend to hide?
Until I have enough. You know, glint to take off.
I could help you with that. I know a lot of people. Getting you out of town won't be a problem. If you help me, I'll help you.
That sounds, you know, promising. But I still need coin. I can't just pack up and take off.
Coin shouldn't be a problem. How much do you want so you can disappear in peace?
Not much, a few score groschen. But that won't be a problem for a well-heeled fella like yourself.
Here you are. But you're gonna talk, right?
Right. Well, I like talking, you know, like... What is it you want to know?
I heard you were spying for some nobleman. Is that true?
I was doing nothing but, you know, like, I was spying for 2 weeks.
Does this gentleman have a name?
He does. He's one of them, you know, Jews. Samuel, his name is. He was nice to me till I started blabbering.
Do you know where I could find this Samuel?
Go to that, you know, synagogue. He hangs around it in front of it and people, like, brings him news of what's on the grapevine, you know. And evenings he sits around at the King Solomon. It's like a, you know, a Jewish tavern. But watch out. They ain't too welcoming towards our people there.
Have you ever heard the name Liechtenstein?
I don't know him, but I heard Samuel telling his people, like them Jews, I mean, about this, what's his name? Liechtenstein.
What exactly did he say? Did he speak about him in a good way or a bad way?
I don't know. I just remembered a funny name. I don't pay much heed to things that what don't concern me.
And you call yourself a spy?
Watch it, mate. I remember things well enough, but only what they pays me to remember. I ain't gonna, you know, fill my head up with shit that don't concern me for free.
Jesus wept. What is it you did as a spy?
Mostly I was standing guard in front of that palace, you know, like Rutard's place. I was watching for who was going in and out, see? You know, who, with who, where, when, and that.
And what went on there?
Well, people was coming and going, all sorts of nobles, and I'd tell Samuel what colours they was carrying, see? I was good at that.
I reckon I know what I need to know.
Of course.
But Good to know. You can sleep here if I need somewhere to sleep. Where do you think Henry puts the torch? In his mouth? Ooh, a chest. Where do you come from?
Wouldn't you rather leave? Something could...
Look out!
God bless you, kidder. I don't have time now. But come to the Black Horse this evening.
God bless you, kidda.
God bless you, kidder. I don't have time now. But come to the Black Horse this evening.
God
What
bless
did I
you.
do to you?
Oh, I need some
Fresh,
cabbage.
good fare.
I need to buy some cabbage.
Vegetables!
Good morning.
Show me your wares.
You don't have any cabbage?
Nothing to your liking, sir.
Where?
What did I do
Maybe
to
you've got any
you?
cabbage.
Good morning.
I'll have a look.
There you go. One cabbage.
Happy to be of service, sir.
Let's go to that F.
Come and take your pick.
Good day.
Eh, same to... Don't shove!
What? What did I do to you?
Let them step forward. Prove their skill, if they have the courage for it.
Huh?
Who was that? Меня зовут.
Did you hear? The Dirk Stallion is shagging Naza's old woman. If you know it, then so does half the town. Hey, listen, say thumb.
Huh? Thumb?
Sticking up your bum.
Genius. It's hard to believe you're still single.
White, yellow and red. The best on the market.
A guten Tag. Kommen wir. Let's get this on. Careful!
Look out!
Where did you get that new thing?
Shalom Alechem. What?
How's life been treating you? No trouble with the miners or the Lord Councillors?
Why do you ask? Do you know of any trouble?
I don't know. Perhaps. I've heard some strange talk on the street.
Aye, we know about that. Those bloody chummers and cheats, they're just interested in smearing our reputation and robbing us. And our people live constantly in fear that they...
Did you say someone wants to rob you?
Not just me, but all the sons of David.
You mean you Jews?
Aye, that's our fate. Your people despise us and use every chance they get to kick us. Oy vey. Everybody hates money that doesn't belong to them.
Do you know some bloke named Samuel?
I know a few of them. It's a pretty common name, mein Freund.
Well, this one is younger and hangs out around the tavern.
Uh-huh. And what do you want with him?
Nothing bad. I was just asking if you know him.
He might have bought something here sometime, but we don't know each other. You'll have to ask elsewhere.
How many of you actually live here?
Just a few dozen. And even so, it's a miracle they haven't driven us out of here yet.
Why would they do that?
They say it's because they don't need us here. They have enough of their own silver.
Wait, I don't understand you.
You must be from the countryside if you don't understand, right? Younger man, Christians leave us alone, but only if we lend them money. But groschen are produced right here in the city, and so there's no shortage of coins. They even throw groschen to the beggars instead of bread.
When was the local synagogue built?
I don't know. I didn't build it. But it'll be at least 100 years. Why?
I was just wondering how long your people have been living here.
The oldest have been here a long time. The children a little shorter.
I reckon you're right there.
That's what you get for trying to pick my brain. I really don't know, though. The shul has been here since...
How is that rabbi of yours? Is he a smart man?
Ah, anyone can be smart. But the rabbi is wise, younger man. In fact, the Lord Councillors themselves invite him to meetings.
How's business? You have to be successful in this big city, eh?
Me? I've had such tough luck. I think I might have to close my business, my friend.
Really? That's a surprise.
People have developed bad superstitions and don't want... Ever since that Hungarian king came here, all kinds of hammers and swindlers have been smearing my name. I've been living here for 15 years. I'm telling you, this won't end well.
What do you have for sale?
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Mind where you're going? Apparently, the city council is organizing another collection for repairs to the fortifications.
Are they out of the bloody mines? They had two collections just like it already. And there are still holes in the walls.
How come people here have names?
Are you blind?
King Solomon.
Mind where you're going.
Jakob. No.
One beer. Schönen Dank, Freund. What? What do you want?
You're always welcome here.
Pfeife darauf. Where's that drink, eh?
Too young to waste my life. Here comes some good advice. There's a door here.
Strange.
Huh?
Was that you?
Don't rush
Mind
me.
where you're going.
You're always welcome here, good sir.
Mind where you're going?
A blacksmith.
Greetings. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for here, lad.
Nice. It's like a shortcut.
My respect.
Come. Pancakes, wafers, epes.
Are you... God be with you.
Sholem, are you lost? Or what would a goy want here?
What do you think goy means?
It means you do not belong here.
It means nation in Hebrew. So you're just as much a goy as I am.
Good one. A goy lecturing a Jew on Hebrew. All right. But I suggest you do not repeat it around these parts. Not everyone is as tolerant as I. So, what do you want?
I'm looking for someone called Samuel.
What do you want with him?
Is that you?
There are many Samuels here. And if I'm not good enough for you, I'm afraid nobody else will talk to you.
All right. I'm looking for John of Liechtenstein. I heard you, or this Samuel, might know something about him.
I'm sure Samuel knows a lot. But I do not see why he should tell you.
Because I know a lot.
Because I know a lot as well? Me and Samuel can exchange interesting information.
Why do you think you can tell me anything I need to know? I already know more than I want to.
You're the first person I've met who complains about knowing more than everyone else.
It is not pleasant to know things you can do nothing about. So what I need is someone who prefers action to talk.
All right. What do you suggest?
An exchange. Something in return. I have this one problem none of my people can fix. You probably know that my people face outbreaks of hatred from time to time. A house is plundered, people beaten up, sometimes murdered. Usually it is started by some scum spreading rumors that we eat Christian babies or poison wells. They always find some excuse. I have heard that such people are meeting in an old abandoned house by the wall in the mining district. I need someone to get among them, find out what they are planning, and warn us in good time.
That sounds pretty dangerous.
A lot less dangerous than showing your face here. Trust me.
Won't they be suspicious?
Why? Their kind usually are not too bright. You just have to curse the Jews and say you want to join them. Do not worry. They will not check if you are circumcised.
All right. I'll do it. And then you'll tell me all about Liechtenstein.
Agreed. They usually meet at the start of the day.
At the start of the day according to my calendar, or yours?
I see you're in the know. At the start of my day, so when the first 3 stars come out.
Right. So they meet after sunset. The miners' district, an abandoned house with a small yard by the ramparts.
That's right. I reckon you can still catch up with them there today. If you get them to let you join them. Try and find out what they're planning, and then come and see me, and you'll have fulfilled your side of the deal.
And then you'll tell me how to find Liechtenstein?
That was my promise. And I keep my promises.
You mean you found it somewhere?
Nah, it's a girl. But she came out all hairy, like a black lamb.
That can happen. My younger brother was as hairy as Esau when he was born, but the baby will grow out of it soon enough.
I hope so.
At your service, sir.
It'll look like we brought a puppy to
Ballet bots stick. Alchemy bench.
imagine? The other day, I was standing in the yard when I saw this flower.
Who is it?
What are you poking around that door for?
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Nice. Let's make some marigold decoction.
Good day.
Is it raining? I think it's raining. Oh, I love it when it rains.
Mine's where you're going. At your service.
What is that? Sunset. Okay. Oh, look at the sky. What a lovely sky. Right.
Come here, boy. You silly muds. Look what I have for you.
Should we wait again? Oh.
Hey! Hey! Open up! Open up!
Gurwell, what are you doing, Moishe?
Futsa Kapora, piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down.
Wow.
Du wirst sterben! Come on, then!
Oh shit.
Oh, dumb cub!
Wait! Don't kill him! You're gonna beg for mercy? After this?
We can make a deal. We have some of your people, we can exchange them.
Our people? What the hell are you talking about?
We caught some of them yesterday, trying to get to Liechtenstein, just like you.
No, I'm after Liechtenstein because I need to talk to him. Not his enemy. But if you know where he is, you better take me to him. Right now.
I have my orders. I'm not supposed to let anyone near him. Especially not someone who just beat my 2 best men. I'm not a fool.
Right. I'll go unarmed. If that'll convince you.
That's your brother.
I'll trust you. But in return, you have to trust me. You can't see where we're going.
All right. But no tricks.
Those are the rules.
Wait, who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Wenches or the neighbour's daughter, any dirt you can dig up. Off you go! Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure. But he says he knows you, and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort and bodyguard.
Quite. Quite. But tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
Well, I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine. Please, take a seat and tell me everything.
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
Not well. As we were approaching Trotsky, we were attacked by bandits. They killed all our men.
What?
We only got away by a hair's breadth. And we lost everything, including the message. We ended up in rags, like beggars. They wouldn't let us into the castle. After that, we tried to get by as best we could.
Good God! I need a drink now. But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
Yes, but it was touch and go.
I like exciting stories.
Well, you'll love this one then. Apart from being ambushed and almost killed, Capon ended up on the gallows for poaching.
A nobleman on the gallows for poaching?
Well, he looked more like a tramp than a nobleman at the time. He really did have a noose round his neck, though. But it all worked out in the end.
Good gracious! But tell me, who ambushed you?
Well, that's interesting as well. Istvan Toth and some others.
What? That sneaky rat from Talmberg? He's still alive?
Not anymore.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
Death to the enemy.
What happened next?
Von Berghoff was attacked around the same time by the same men, so we thought we were on the same side as him. And we wanted to help him catch the bandits as a goodwill gesture.
Why didn't he catch them himself?
He tried. We found out for him that the bandits were holed up at Nabokov. When he sent his soldiers to their lair, we went with them. We wanted to be there and get Istvan.
And that's where you killed him?
No. We were nearly killed ourselves. Again.
By Istvan?
No, he wasn't there. The bandits were led by a fellow who fucked us right up, and von Berghoff's entire force, too. He lured us into a trap and slaughtered everyone. Me and Capon were the only survivors.
It sounds like your guardian angel never gets a moment's rest.
Yeah, there was some luck in it. But it was more that Zizka knew he could get a ransom for Capon.
Wait, Zizka? He's the one who almost killed you.
You know him?
Of course I do. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well.
And what the hell was Istvan Toth doing with him?
Turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then. After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side. And Istvan had to flee.
So when did you kill that bastard?
Not till some time later. Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Berghoff and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toth, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then. And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Berghoff took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must say.
Well, it could have been worse.
That's the way of the world. For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. Ah, if only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as that happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobst just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Ah, Jobst.
I must admit, I see his point. He has plans. He wants to take advantage of the truce while it lasts. And he doesn't want to provoke Sigismund into starting warring again. And he's probably right about Capon. Nobody's going to throw away the chance of a fat ransom, or waste a nice opportunity for blackmail.
It's true I can take care of myself. But the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Jobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming up.
And then...
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
You know, they tortured us. Zizka, Godwin and me. They asked about Jobst's plans and about you. I'd have held out, but Godwin... He told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal. Kuttenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course. But I'm not going to bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants. And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
Thank you. You don't know how much it means to me.
Don't worry your head over it. If I was tortured, I'd tell them everything I knew before the iron was hot.
Well, thanks.
But I'd regret it as well. I don't like pain, that's all. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh, how's that?
Because you know how to do it. Don't you?
You have a lot of confidence in me.
Well, I don't have many options. Well then, am I right?
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Rutards, for instance. And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov? And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Well, it'll be tougher than I thought, but that can't be helped. I'm gonna have to get him out of there somehow.
I admire your keenness, but...
But that is the most insane idea I've heard so far today.
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov. It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home. And he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who will help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunslin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right. I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Why are the Jews helping you?
Because I asked them to. Most Christians avoid Jews. And probably wouldn't even think of looking for something or someone here. Besides, the local Jewish community have no love for Sigismund or von Berkhoff. So I don't have to worry about someone ratting me out.
They know von Berkhoff?
Sadly, they do. Von Berkhoff instigated a pogrom in Prague. Not long ago, our new king gave him his blessing. Those who survived fled here or to Kolin.
What are you doing here in Kuttenberg?
That's a good question. Jobst thinks I'm his spy.
You're not.
I gave him some information before I had to go into hiding, but it's complicated. Jobst thinks, quite foolishly I might say, that he'll be able to make a deal with Sigismund.
You don't believe Jobst's plan will work?
Trusting your own plan tends to be a big mistake. It's better to assume something will go wrong. That's why I always have at least 2 plans, and the backup includes all of Sigismund's opponents. The city is full to the brim with them. Nearly every noble house has lost some property to him. They can't do much on their own, but if they join forces, now that could make a difference.
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Thanks a whole lot. All right. I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days.
Mm. 80% childbirth. Deal with them. A well bit well do. I'm gonna breastfeed 8, 13. No good job. Wow. It's amazing. Oh. Wait, what time is it? Let's go to bed for a bit. Ooh. Oh, we went to bed. Frankfurt Steel. Oh, I wanted his outfit. Ooh. I'm stuck.
Oh, so hungry I could eat a horse.
Well, you're in luck, Henry. We have lots of horse meat. What is down here? What? Oh, not for nothing. Friday, cold. I'm moving on. Oh. I damaged my noble boot. Okay. What? How did you end up in here?
Here you go. Take it.
You're so funny, boy. Thank God. Can I sleep here?
You furry beast.
Yes, I can. Mind where you're going.